Hi everyone and welcome. This is Radzi from Always Shining in the Light of Love and www.divinegoddesshealing.com. This is our latest intuitive guidance video, and this guidance is from the 1st of March through to the 14th or the 15th of March. So we cover the period from the new moon on the 1st of March all the way to the full moon on the 15th of March. And March again, I feel, is going to be a great month because just as we had 2 new moons in January, we're also going to have 2 new moons in March. So the energy is great. Again, I see March as a month of great spiritual understanding of who we are and what works for us and what doesn't work for us. And I just see that this month will open doors for us in a way that we will realize what works for us again and what doesn't work for us. So when we look at a new moon, we're looking at new beginnings, and we're again, of course, looking at releasing and letting go. And therefore, what I feel is the crux of this month is understanding what no longer serves us, plus understanding what no longer works for us. So a particular path, for example, you're trying to achieve something and you've taken a path or you've taken certain action steps towards it, but you might see that that isn't really the best path for you, or it's not giving you what you really wanted, or it has some repercussions and you don't want to continue on that path. So there is a reinventing, and there is an understanding that and there is a stepping back and I would say introspection to see that this path is not going to be the best way for me to reach my destination. So you're choosing a new path for yourself. So choosing new paths, I feel, is something which is really major for the next 1 month, at least in March. That's the way I see it. You will reinvent yourself. You will understand what is it that's working, what is it that's not working, and therefore what new can I create which I have not looked at before. So that's the sort of major guidance that I'm being guided to say. The 2 decks that I'm going to use for today's guidance are, this is the first one. It's Spirit of the Wheel Meditation deck. It's been created by Linda Ewashina and illustrations by Jody Bergsma. At least that's how I believe we pronounce it. I could be wrong. And the second deck is Temple of Balance Oracle cards by Leanne Peters. And I think because these 2 decks work beautifully with the spirit and with cycles and connecting you to the spirit world, I think they will go great together. You have these certain decks which go together, and I believe we can work together with these 2 decks as well. So connecting them to the unity consciousness, to the divine matrix which we're all part of, and to the energy, to the breath, to the vibration of our planet, connecting Mother Earth to Father Sky. And I will pull 3 cards for us, which is relevant for all of us at this point in time. And 1 card did fall out, so I guess that's a major message for us. And again, working with the Temple of Balance, clearing, connecting to the highest source, and praying for messages which are for the highest good for all of us who are watching. Okay, we got 3 cards. Okay, so again I have these pair of cards, and we're going to pull out one one card from each deck. I'm just flipping over the cards. Fun stuff. Sorry. Okay. Our first card from the Temple of Balance Oracle deck is Wolf, which is Nurturer. And her message is, Wolf is here for you. She nurtures and protects you during challenging times. She sits by your side and will never leave you. And when the spirit of Wolf is coming to us, she's just telling us that we're protected, that we are always on the right path, and irrespective of what we face on our paths, this is what we are meant to be doing. This is our journey, this is our path, and this is our calling. Therefore, if you're on the path you feel is your inner calling, then know that irrespective of whatever difficulties you might be facing or the challenging times you might be facing, know that you are always protected. The message from the Spirit of the Wheel deck is Rest and Cleansing Moon, and it's card number 17, and balanced relationships, self-expression and boundaries. And because the wolf talks about nurturing and about knowing that you're always protected, I feel some steps that we can take in order to make sure that we are being authentic and honest on our paths is what's mentioned. First is boundaries. So you have clear boundaries with everyone so that when those boundaries are crossed, you can take up the issue with a lot more confidence. If you don't have boundaries, if you don't tell people what is acceptable and what is not acceptable for you, there is no way you'll be able to create harmonious relationships, because things might just always be in a state of utter chaos. Then everything will just seem like a fight all the time. So it's very important for you to let the other person know, and let yourself know as well, what is working, what is not working, what is acceptable, what is not, and how you want to proceed in a relationship going forward. It's also important to start expressing yourself. In an interactive reading that I posted on the blog yesterday, I wrote a big part of one message was about expressing yourself. There is great joy in expressing, and you just feel very light, and it's as if all the burdens just are released. So whether you're writing, whether you're speaking, whether you're dancing, singing, cooking, whatever, express yourself. Make sure that what's in your heart comes out into the universe. It's really important for that to happen. Our next message is from Bear, and I love the fact that we're getting an animal guide again. And Bear has come and she says, be proud of all you've accomplished. Allow that knowledge to guide you to the next stage of your life. You are truly ready. And of course you're focusing on the bear, but what I'm really focusing on are these amazing flames behind the bear, these orange and yellow flames, talking to me a lot about the sacral chakra. So talking about creativity, of passion, of being ready, of expressing yourself, of knowing that you have truly arrived in a sense. And the Great Star Nation, card number 15, and Bear again on this card as well, has come forward, and the keywords for this card are mastery, void, good fortune and grace. And as I feel in the first half of March, as you sort of understand that there is a releasing, there's an understanding of what you really want and how you want to go and get it. So whether it's important for you to start expressing yourself, whether it's important for you to choose the path of where you have your boundaries. Maybe that's something you've never done. It's always been all fluid, and you've not really set boundaries. Maybe you want to try that. Maybe you want to start expressing yourself, start writing, singing. Maybe you want to have a beautiful giving and receiving sort of balanced relationships, and where you feel you're not getting that, maybe you want to step away from that relationship for a while. So whatever new paths you're choosing, to create to create new in your life, know that this path that you're choosing, the new that's coming into your life, of course, you're prepared for it. It's not that you are still have to go through certain experiences to walk the new path. You can absolutely and totally walk your new path. You're absolutely qualified to do that, and you are absolutely ready. There's a lot of creative passion, and with that comes in a lot of grace, because you're allowing the flow. You're allowing the universal energies to flow through you. You are, in fact, flowing. There is no restrictions, there is no rigidity. You're taking things as they come. There are no expectations, there are no judgments. You're just allowing yourself to feel, to understand, to become aware, to live a more conscious life, and therefore you become a part of the grace of the universe. You become a medium for the universe to express itself, and I think that is truly, truly beautiful when you, with complete surrender, complete faith, and complete understanding, you allow yourself to become a channel or a medium for the universal energies, and you just simply flow with the waves, and through everything the universe takes you. And yes, when you start on a new path, there are lots of uncertainties, there are lots of fears, there are lots and lots of thoughts which will ask you to maybe step back, maybe not go through this path. You might feel blank, you might feel not ready, you might not feel worthy enough to try this new path, but the bear is here, and it's telling you that you are absolutely ready, and there is no going back now. I want to now do the last set of cards. From the Temple of Balance Oracle cards, we have Amethyst Deva or Amethyst Diva. You can't rush the growing of a crystal, just like you can't prematurely rush the situation. And of course, this card talks about time and the universal way of things, and patience, and that's something which just comes along with the growth of the crystal, because we know it takes millions and millions and millions of years for crystal formations under the earth. But what I'm really, really guided to is this clear quartz crown on this diva, and not only is a third eye, not only is there a quartz point on a third eye, I feel she's wearing a crown of quartz clusters, and I just feel that the energy is going to be extremely intense, because when you decide to become a channel of the universe, when you, in complete faith and understanding, decide that you are going to follow your path, your calling, with a renewed sense of determination, and with a new path that you've chosen for yourself, there is always that feeling of bliss. And I think that's what this card is talking to me about right now, is that when you are willing to step away, like your ego self is willing to step away, and you just allow yourself to flow through life and through every situation and through the new path, what you get is bliss, what you get is joy, what you get is love. And it's like this feeling of intense happiness, I guess. Can you believe all those like quartz points like on your head? It's like wearing a hairband with like quartz points. The energy is intense, and I think that's what's happening, because you become a channel for that cosmic energy, and so you feel that bliss. You feel that bliss always. our last card from the Spirit of the Wheel deck is Ripe Berries Moon, and the messages here are life lessons, victory and courage. And I think that what this card does is just gives you a lot of encouragement. It gives you a lot of motivation to move forward, because it tells you that you're going to receive some beautiful life experiences, and therefore this journey which you may be contemplating is a must for you. It's like it needs to be done, of course, if you really want to sort of go through it. But again, the universe is saying go through it if you want to. It's going to be filled with golden, silver, platinum, diamond opportunities for you. Know that it's going to take a lot of courage, because you're going into something which is unknown to you. You have no idea how it's going to pan out. Of course, it's going to be much, much, much better than you could have ever imagined. But standing here at time zero, you have no idea what the future is going to bring, especially because it's a new path. You can't even speculate. You can't even say maybe this is what's going to happen. You're just going in blind faith, and that's pretty much it. And that takes a lot of courage. And I salute you, all of you who are willing to take on this path, because it takes immense courage to surrender and to allow the universe to guide you. And know that if you are able to take these steps, that victory will be yours. That whatever you want to accomplish in your life, whatever you know, with your higher self, whatever it is you really, really wish to experience, you will. This new journey that you take on in March, or something which you really want to start in March, it's going to be intensely beautiful, and it's just going to be very, very different and very beautiful. And you will have many, many opportunities to explore, to understand, to navigate through life, and just enjoy as the observer and not the doer. And so with that, I will finish this reading. I always want to make them short, but I have to work on them. It's like almost 18 minutes long. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so very much for allowing me to be of service to you. Thank you so much for your kindness, for going on to my website, www.divinegoddesshealing.com, for checking out the interactive readings, the blogs, the free guidance. Although those cards need to be updated, but they're great anyway, so you can check them out if you want to. And thank you for allowing me to be of service to you, and I wish you lots and lots of love and blessings and joy on this beautiful new path. Namaste. Take care.